Ah, there we go. Yes, we are. Okay. So, I made an oopsie, a little mistake, because I already technically started streaming earlier today, like a few minutes, maybe half an hour ago. Yeah. And I realized that, last stream, my progress didn't save, so I've been sitting here for 30 minutes skipping through everything to get back to the part where we left off. So, yay! Well, anyways, into the intro. Hey everybody, it's Kai. Welcome back to another stream. Today we're going to be playing Danganronpa. And so yeah, let's get into it. Jeez. Literally what Mikoto says, yes. Seriously, what's going on here? There's just so many problems. I can't even decide what the biggest problem is. That we're trapped in here? That what I saw in the video might be real? Monokuma? What the mastermind has in store for us? Or are we our biggest problem? I want to get out of here, but I could never kill someone. Do all the others feel the same? Yeah, that's definitely the biggest problem right now. Who's at my door? Huh? When I opened my eyes, they darted immediately to the clock. It's almost 10 o'clock. I fell asleep without even realizing it. Nighttime's about to start. So how come someone's here? Sorry. I'm really sorry to come by so late. Sayaka? Sayaka, what are you doing out so late? That's when I noticed her body was trembling. Is everything okay?
It was so strange.
Sorry to bother you, but something really weird just happened. Something weird?
Makoto.
Just a little while ago, I was laying down in my room. All of a sudden, my door started rattling and shaking. Her voice sounded like all the air had been squeezed out of her lungs. Just hearing her talk made me tense up.
I was so scared.
It was like someone was trying to force the door open. My door was locked, so they couldn't get in, of course. But they started shaking the door harder and harder. I was so scared I couldn't even move. So what happened? After a while, it just stopped. I let some time go by, then I got up and opened the door to check outside.
Makoto.
But there was nobody there. Someone tried to force their way into your room? But who would do something like that?
I mean...
It's not like I'm suspicious of anyone here, but still, it makes me nervous. What if something like that happened in the middle of the night? What would I do then? You don't have to worry about that, right? I mean, we can't go outside during the night. But that's just a promise we made, right? If someone decides to break that promise, then why don't you stay in my room tonight? Would that make you feel a little better?
Huh?
What? All it said in the school regulations was that we had to sleep in the dorm rooms, right? It didn't state specifically which room each person had to sleep in. So,
Hey,
but two people sharing one room is, oh geez, I'm sorry, I didn't even think about that. Honestly, that didn't even cross my mind. No, I know, me either. It's just that I mind the idea, but, if you don't mind, can we maybe switch rooms? Just for tonight. Switch rooms. If it'll help put your mind at ease, then it's totally fine with me. But I don't mind you staying in my room, but are you sure you're okay with me staying in yours? That doesn't, concern you? It's fine, I trust you. In that case, then...
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then, sweet dreams everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Oh man, it's already nighttime? Okay, so it's settled. I'll head to your room right now. Oh, if we're gonna trade rooms, we better trade keys too. Oh, that's right. We'll have to trade keys. Again?
Like I said, I'm psychic.
Huh? Hey, aren't you gonna say you were just kidding? What if I wasn't just kidding? Something resembling a smile had made its way onto her face. Thank goodness, it looks like she already started to get back to normal. Okay, we better trade keys then.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it. We exchanged keys, and when I looked back at her again, there was no worried expression. Dakota, please be careful. If someone comes to the door, don't open it, no matter what. I won't. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Oh, by the way, just so you know, my bathroom door tends to get stuck. There's a little trick to opening it. You have to turn the knob, then lift on the door while you pull it out. Just do that and the door should open no problem. Okay, but the showers don't work during that time anyway, right? Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. But I guess I might use it when getting up in the morning, so thank you. Okay, well, I better get going. See you tomorrow, Sayaka.
Hey,
Oh, and about what I said before. When I said I was psychic, it really was a joke. Honestly, I'm just very perceptive. Yeah, I know. Oh, God, I hate that smile. Oh, I hate her. Good night, then. See you in the morning. Sayaka gave me one last parting smile as I headed off to my room. I looked around as soon as I got in the hall. Everyone else's doors were closed and there was no sign of light. Good, there's nobody here. Making sure nobody was around to spot me, I rushed into Sayaka's room. Ooh, it's pink. Pink bed. Yee. So this is Sayaka's room. It really doesn't look any different from mine. It smells nice though. It's kind of weird to dig through other people's trash, but I couldn't help taking a quick peek. There wasn't a doubt about it. It was the DVD with her name that was found in the AV room. That reminds me, I never did get a chance to find out what was in her video. But it's probably best if I wait until she brings it up again. The bed looks exactly the same, but knowing Sayaka slept on it makes me look forward to trying it out for myself. Excuse me? Okay, sir, go to sleep. Okay, well, never mind. My room came with a toolkit. Sayaka's had a sewing kit, just like the note said. And next to the map is a body's vital organs. If I remember alright, the girls' private bathrooms have locks on them. I'm a little reluctant to go in. I don't think Sayaka would like me snooping around too much. I should probably go to bed soon. As I lowered myself onto Sayaka's bed, a pleasant fragrance enveloped me. Sayaka's scent. Maybe it'll bring me some sweet dreams. What the hell? Oh, Makoto, you are so weird. Feeling a little better than before, I fell asleep. Imagine you're all in a big spaceship. Wait. Imagine you're all in a big I forgot the voice I did for him. I'm just gonna use my regular voice. Imagine you're all in a big spaceship in the middle of an intergalactic adventure. No, voice, whatever. You heard of Noah's Ark, right? We're sort of like that. We set sail and left Earth behind. Here you don't have to worry about crazy neighbors, corrupt cops, drunk drivers, or pyromaniacs. Excuse me. I'm a little offended by that last one. Fire is cool. Anyways. You don't have to worry about the ozone layer or asthma-inducing air pollution. And of course, you don't have to stress about studying for finals or practicing for the big day. But even our divine world of freedom has a few rules. After all, freedom can only exist because of rules. If you're really dead set on returning to that tiny piece of dog poop you call Earth, please do your best to follow the rules. I hope I've made myself perfectly clear. Okay, I'm not actually. That isn't. Oh, okay.
So then, let's everyone do our best to follow these new guidelines and live happily ever after together!
that every time.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
Alright. I sat up, still half asleep, and rubbed my eyes. Slowly, I pulled myself out of bed. I remembered I was in Sayaka's room. I just remembered. I promised to eat breakfast with everyone else. I better get going. I left Sayaka's room and made my way towards the dining hall. A few people had already gathered at the dining hall by the time I got there. Hello, Makoto, and good morning. Can you believe it? I was the very first one here today this morning. Good morning.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning. I suppose I'm early. I figured everyone who had arrived on time could be considered model high schoolers. And the ones who showed up a little late...
Yo,
Sorry I'm late. My makeup just would not cooperate this morning.
Well, hello.
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. My morning, duty took a little longer than usual. We're the types with a more relaxed sense of time. Most high schoolers fall into this category. And finally, the ones who kept everyone waiting forever.
Indeed.
I suppose I'm late. Good morning, everyone.
My bad.
I slept right through my alarm.
What's your problem?
It's so awful to be late.
yo,
I don't oversleep, just so you know. Nope, got lost. I blame the Bermuda Triangle. Oh my god. I don't care about time or other people in general. Don't care about time or other people in general. They're the kind to move at their own pace. But regardless, everyone has arrived. At least that's how it was supposed to go. Wait, aren't we still missing? Wait, aren't we still missing some people? Yeah, Sayaka and Byakuya aren't here yet. I don't know about Byakuya, but I would definitely put Sayaka in the model high schooler category. So for her to be so late,
what?
what's going on? Did something happen?
Yo,
Hey man, have you seen Sayaka? Why would I have? I came straight from my room to here. Did she forget about our breakfast promise?
However,
I got the sense she already had her stuff together. Listening to everyone talk like that, a small dark speck of unease rose up inside of me. And that speck started to grow quickly. I need to go. I have to check on her. The words had barely left my lips before I flew out of into the hall. Jeez! Where I headed first was my room, where I let Sayaka stay for a single night, where she was supposed to be safe. But over the course of that one night, the room had been completely transformed. What the hell? I better check the bathroom. Let's take a look inside. Oh damn, she's dead. It took me a second to realize that I was screaming. What I saw dug its way through my eyes and buried itself into my brain. And then, everything went black.
Danganronpa.
Chapter 1. To survive a deadly life. Not daily life. Ooh. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was the ceiling I remembered seeing before. When I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. Jeez, it's everyone. Ah, you're awake. Finally, are you okay? Now's no time for sleeping. Get your ass up. Huh? You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well,
It's no surprise considering what happened. What happened? Hey, are you okay? So it wasn't a dream? What I saw, it was real? That's right. It really did happen. Sayaka is dead. A deep, dark despair worked its way through my body, then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka is...
Just give
You
up.
can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself.
Why?
Listen to us, man. What do you
What?
think's gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it gonna do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend, Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she really was gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma told us all to come here. Wait, hold on. Don't talk like that. We all protested. Well, hold on. Don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But, so... I'm the one who convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
Correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obviously he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong.
I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you, I won't do with anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
listen up.
I'm famous at safari parks throughout the world for following the Bear Times 1 rule. But then who did it? Who killed her?
Come on.
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid. That's...
What?
What's the matter? You guys are all looking like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began? One of you decided to kill Sayaka so you could graduate. Someone's just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
You're lying. You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you. He killed her.
wrong.
Nope. Sorry. It's one of you. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone? It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right?
Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you killed someone, you get to leave.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's 'cause naive. You're just so naive to think it's really that easy. You can just kill someone and waltz on out of here.
Hey,
You're super
come
naive.
on now.
Devilishly naive. Hellishly naive. No. The real thing has just begun. The real thing.
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold. Remember?
Then perhaps.
You are referring to the rule number 6 of the school regulations. If you are the blackened that committed the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That is what you are talking about, is it not?
In other words,
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone. You have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gone away with. So, a certain amount of time after murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep. It begins in a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the Blackened who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the Blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote. If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Well... So, what exactly is this punishment? I am not good at keeping up with the voices I've been giving them. So, what I'm just gonna do it normally. So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Well, to put it simply, it's execution. Execution?
What?
And by execution, you mean...
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Very poetic. So, to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Well done.
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you, implying that you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay judge system, or an inquisition type thing. Which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully, because all your lives are on the line. Okay. Okay, let me just add up the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep that in mind. Hey! Wait, hold on a second.
How are you
You're
talking?
freaking insane, you know that?
What the?
A class trial, what the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone?
What?
What? Are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
The hell are you talking about?
What? Punishment? I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
Say whatever you want. I'm not going to be a part of this.
I don't believe it!
Don't be so selfish.
Stop it!
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me. I'm trembling with fear. Shing! But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick out and resist till the end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. As he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then...
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help! To me, godly spear, Gungnir!
Oh shoot. She dead. Oh, she dead. Oh, she really dead.
This wasn't supposed to... Why me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
What the? I don't... This can't be real. No way!
Well now.
Now I'm painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess y'all needed to be taught a lesson after all. What amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc.
Etc.
So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you best obey those school regulations.
Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I've ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until just a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Right,
It's really not all that shocking. She died. Just all. That's all. Just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. I mean, he has a point. I agree with him. I mean, everyone dies eventually. There is a shock factor about someone being killed in front of you or finding a dead body. But still, it's gonna happen at some point, whether it be from old age or whatever, so... It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like you die, you didn't really die. This is reality.
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind.
I knew.
No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly. You can't kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time?
Damn it!
Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now.
Anyways, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for Blacking. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question. I like to call
It's the Monokuma file!
I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with the corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstance and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then,
Wait, so then you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial. Now could I?
correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make a proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well,
Well then, please put your full efforts behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the crash trial in a little while. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. Well, it's probably a few seconds, because time usually moves slower. Like that part. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd found ourselves in a situation we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perviously terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint it had gone to her.
Hey,
Now's not the time. Now's not the time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh?
in other words...
Cooperation is absent gifts. Who you decide to trust or not is, of course, up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help anything.
What the heck?
Saying like that is just... How many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing waiting for those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible!
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
Just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation. So we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell am I letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right, we just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we all have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I need to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. I'm gonna talk to Leon. I'm gonna talk to everyone.
Are you serious?
So, we're really just gonna try and find out who did this? If we find out who did it, then only that person dies. But if we get it wrong, then the rest of us all face execution.
What the heck?
Okay, I don't think, okay. Let me talk to the important person.
Hey,
Before we start searching, wrong voice. Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about searching the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey,
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I don't like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
what?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want.
So then.
Fine, then I'll stand on there on guard duty as well. That way, there's no problem. Two-player co-op base defense with two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we'll be putting our faith in the rest of you. But I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Alright. Can I leave?
just a second.
Hold on. Huh? Before we begin the investigation, isn't there something else we need to discuss? Oh, yeah. What?
Anyway,
We're going to find out who the killer is. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. Is it the... Alrighty. Well, have like nothing. Okay. Regulations. Okay. Well, what do we talk about? The dead body? Junko? I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for pulse, like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check. After those injuries and losing that much blood, frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that.
Huh?
Huh? Hold on. That means everything that's happening so far is real. It's not a joke or whatever. It's really real. Hell no, someone save me. Let me get out of here. Somebody help me.
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that? Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay, can I leave now?
just a sec.
What? What do we need to discuss? Who has the pamphlet thingy?
What the heck?
What the hell? I don't get it.
What the heck?
Okay. We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. Very helpful.
Oh,
So you finally took notice.
What the crap?
What? Noticed what? I was looking through the Monkuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual. What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm.
ah,
What? She's right. Then could it be? All at once, everyone's gaze turned. Hold on, wait, hold on a second. You've got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few moments earlier. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it?
So then,
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We'll have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
so
well, do I really have to say any more?
When should we?
I'd rather you didn't. No.
goodbye.
Everyone pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
I'll be going too. And just like that, Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm on guard duty, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime. That's right.
Hey, damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever son of a bitch did this is right here now, then in thinking of destroying that evidence,
You're fucking
they
dead.
better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious. Jeez! Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off.
So,
I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? And we gotta investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
anyway,
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying? It was
very-
you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. I'm not sure if that Makoto is guilty yet. It's true. We may as well at least check just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help but investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse, and I black out.
Oh, yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet. You have to hear me out. But it was pointless. Everyone had already left. and their parting looks at me had been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they've got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something, otherwise everyone will...
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Zzz, zzz, poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. I guess I should look through the Monokuma file we got before. The victim was Sayaka Manizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. That doesn't make sense. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Okay. I don't know. They're not helping out in the investigation, I assume. I don't know. Let's help them.
Help me!
Oh, that's sweet. Alright. Yes, leave it down. Someone might still be in here. Nope, no, okay. Yes. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We won't make any progress without investigating there. So I headed to my room, where Sayaka's corpse still remained. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. That might reveal something new. Oh, jeez. Sorry, fixing my posture real quick. Got uncomfortable for a second. Alright. Alright. Let's start collecting evidence. Let's see here. Yes. The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that it's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine and I haven't had any reason to open it. I can't even imagine a situation where I'd need a toolkit like this.
Yo.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, Mondo.
What?
We aren't exactly
What?
in the mood for being freaking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either then?
What?
Not just me.
What?
Nobody's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way.
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why the hell would we? Toolkit has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Okay. The certain word. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold, too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off on parts of the blade in the handle. Yeah, the handle especially. It's missing a lot of its coating. And remember, the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it a little bit. Replica sword has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. The key. There's a key on the ground. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key. Remember correctly. Ah, that's right. We have to trade keys. When we switched rooms, I switched keys too. So Sayaka would have had the key here in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true then, how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Did Sayaka have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. After saying that, there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or open it for any reason. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was in here when we switched rooms, and with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. So how did the killer... Switched rooms has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, there's the sheet. This is the replica sword I bought back. And plus the sword has been taken out, so it's just the sheath, but... Huh? There's some scratches on the sheath. They must have been made with something sharp. But how did the sheath get scratched up in the first place? Even if someone used the sword during the struggle, it doesn't make sense for the sheath to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheath like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So, why are there scratches on the sheath? Okay. The scratches... There are scratches and gorges on my wall and bed. Is this evidence of a struggle? It looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it! I was right there in the other room. If only I had heard something.
Wait.
That would not have been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All of our rooms are completely soundproof. So something like this... So something could happen in a room right next to you, and there's no way you could know.
Well,
perhaps this was another one of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of a struggle has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, the flipped table? No, okay. Sayaka, do you think I'm guilty too?
hey,
I'm not. I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did it. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. Thank you. I like people who are like that.
By the way,
Well, the thing about what's the word? Not jumping to conclusions. That's what I don't like people who jump to conclusions. You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely possible.
you son of a
What
bitch!
dirty bastard.
shit.
Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is... Aww. That's actually sweet. That's sweet. I like people who respect others. Like, I like guys who respect women. It's nice. Just because, like, you know, women are physically weaker than men. As in like, what's the word? Average. You average the strength between men and women, like, of their groups. Women are weaker. Although there are some women who are stronger than men, but that is because of, like, working out or stuff like that. So, you know. And it's just the way we're built. Women are built. Because the way we're built is different. Everyone, like, men and women are built different. Physically. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum. That deserves death. That's what my brother taught me.
You're fucking dead!
So if I ever find that son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna... But what if it was a girl that did it?
Yo,
That'll all get sorted out when the time comes. Ah, yes. So if it was a female who killed Sayaka, he will not do anything. That's great. I respect Mondo a little more now. Trash can? No, we don't care about trash can. What about this? The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Well, I mean, okay. cameras, a surveillance camera. The mastermind must be using them to keep an eye on everything that's happening here. They don't do anything to stop what's happening, they just keep on walking. Alright, the lint roller. Huh? Looking at this lint roller, it looks like there was way less than there was before. Decided to see how dirty my room was and decided to clean it up a little. Hey, Kyoko. I quietly call her name while she's investigating the area, but
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
she was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of
Did you lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. But a few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said,
Listen,
"Are you a clean freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so. But what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
so...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, not one hair from you. Even though you've been living in here. Now that you mention it, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Could someone have used it too?
I see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? Okay, bathroom. No! Ah, yes, the bathroom. And on the other side of the stairs. Yes, but you have to go in there. No, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. There's something behind her. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her her. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and the urge to burst into tears. But I can't. I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up. I wanted to collapse. But that thought held me up and supported me. Okay, well first, what's behind her? I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw Leon. Leon killed her. It's upside down. I mean, it's pretty easy to tell because one, if you see the first two, what you could assume to be numbers, there's a little line that makes it into an N, and an N upside down is still an N, and an O upside down is still an O, and that 3 could be an E, and that L could, that 7 could be an L. Because if you're counting these as numbers, which they look like numbers at first glance. Sorry, I'm just good at reading upside down. I'm decent at it. I've practiced. Not practiced, but I've learned. But yeah, and it would make sense for it to be upside down since, she was killed against the wall. You would end up writing upside down if you were in her position and tried to write on the wall with your own blood. Written in blood, there were numbers. No. Did Sayaka do this? No, it says Leon. And I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrusted into her stomach that must have been the killing blow, but whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? There's definitely something I should look into later. According to Monofuma's file, Sayaka's right wrist was broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. But there's something sort of glittery there on her wrist too. Right there, where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittering. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is, there's some blood on her index finger, but that's it. The palm of her hands are both totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? Sayaka's wrist has been added to the truth bullets section of your handbook. The stab wound in her stomach was what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the back room, where they inflicted the deadly wound. Okay. Okay. Alright. Ah, jeez. I just read this. Okay, so we need to go to the... what's it called? We need to go to the, trash compactor room. I think it's a compactor, I don't know. The trash disposal room and the kitchen, because that's a knife, and there should be a missing knife. Leave the bathroom? Yes.
It would seem...
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers that's most likely Sayaka's dying message. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message, as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
Did you often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11,037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way you found her, it means she wrote them by turning only her hand towards the wall. If you want to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well?
Think about it. You're not going to tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain uncovered. Unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious you aren't going to tell me. Dying message has been added. Yeah. It sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly, I have no idea. Oh, I know who I should talk to. When it comes to numbers, it's better to ask the ultimate programmer.
Makoto.
There's one thing I want. Yeah, but ultimate programmer does zeros and ones. That's like it. Actually, I don't know. I'm not a programmer. There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door on your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck. Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked, but once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit in the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She stood there for a while, lost in thought. Then apparently stuck with some realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all of this.
I see.
Then that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. As if forgetting I was even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. Bathroom doorknob. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from. And also, I should look into that DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks, if they'll even talk to me, that is. Right now, yeah, we could talk to everyone. Okay. Sayaka's room first. What? Huh? This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has been switched. Has Sayaka's name on it. Oh. Oh. Huh? This is Sayaka's room, right? But the nameplate has my name on it. And the nameplate on my room and Sayaka's room were switched? So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Dorm nameplates has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. There can only be one thing in this trash can. Yep, the DVD. Sorry, I'm eating a cracker. It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. I'm sorry, Sayaka. I need to borrow this DVD. Let's check her drawer. Sayaka. No, I can't let myself get depressed again. I need to search for clues. Okay. Alright. Why doesn't she have a lunch drawer? What else is in there? Oh, nothing else. Okay. Yes, leave the area. Okay, hey guys, can I talk to y'all?
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Very strange. Mr. Naivu was in Miss Mizunode. What was Miss Mizunode doing in your room? Let me just say this.
Most suspicious.
I will absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty? Well, I'm not disposing of evidence. You can come with me if you want. Oh, hey.
Very strange.
So why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you've got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death. Wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? The reason why Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms. She died because of me? Then it should have been me that died. Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. If that's really true, then I don't think it's true. Her wrist had the gold on it from the sword, right? And there was a sign of a struggle. Her wrist was also broken, and she was killed with a knife. So that doesn't add up, because if the killer came in with a knife to kill her, 1, why was her wrist broken? 2, why is there gold on her? And 3, why was there signs of a struggle with slash marks everywhere? A knife would not be able to do that. You would need something longer, like a sword. And I highly doubt the killer used the sword to, you know, catch her, because one, that doesn't make sense. I think I really don't like her, and I am honestly gonna say this. I think, and also the reason why the nameplates were switched, I think she might have lured someone into the room and attempted to kill them, but it backfired on her. Because one, it was 1 in the morning when she was killed. Okay. Which, you know, no one would supposedly be outside unless. Wait a second. Hold on. Wrong one. I talked to Leon for one of the. Oh, that's not. For one of the free times, and he said something. I hope it's in here still, though. Okay. Ladies love a good sports star. Yeah, he was talking about, like, how ladies loved him and stuff. And... oh, shit. Did I just solve this case by just... oh my gosh. Well, I mean, I don't know. That's... I don't know. I can't exactly say it's Leon because, you know, but it's definitely a guy who killed her. Because, yeah. Is there anything weird about this room? There's a sturdy gate here, nowhere to get past.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of the line, the trash room. This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How did you get this gate?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
No, you can't go any further! No, you can't go any...
It's stupid that you guys would just go out.
No, you can't go any...
Yeah. Okay, cleaning duty. Alright, that's the door that leads to the room, I believe. Yes. Okay. Hifume said that he wasn't gonna let me get rid of any evidence, so I think he has it. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was going to start this morning, but after what happened, I hadn't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, can you open the gate in front of the trash room?
Here we go!
Of course! It's my job to gather all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need the key to get into the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can just throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words...
Actually, anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate, unless they are discovered.
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring.
Hey, listen.
Anyway, more important than
Hey, you
that.
bastard.
Hey, fatty. Why'd you want the cleaning duty gig anyway? I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar, I know why you did it.
Is it?
You want to dig through all the girls' trash looking for, you know, and poking around at it.
There's no way
What
to
are you
think
talking
about
about?
this in a
All my love
common
is for
sense
2D.
kind of way.
I feel that.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D. After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily choose 2D. And only The only thing 3D is good for is to shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figurines.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifume's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duties, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're so innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to... Anyway, on another topic, Hifume, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask. What, so now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma or save a village or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I just hope to get into the trash room and look around. Ah, okay. So easy. So Hifume and I headed down to the trash room. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? Well, yeah, that's why we came here, Hifume. You know, when I look at it, it makes me think. They said he killed his wife, he learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying. He said, so him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please, just hurry up. Okay, dokie, leave it to me. Hifume pulled out a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Mr. Naegi!
However, Mr. Naegi, surely you weren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along. No, I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Maybe a parallel world? Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. Okay, I already see stuff on the floor. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something. It looks like a burnt piece. It looks like a hunk of burning love. Oh my god. Anyway, it looks like a piece of cloth, and the shape, it's part of a sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, it definitely has blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Burnt shirt piece. Yeah. And then we have this, which is placed right under... There are shards of broken glass scattered around the front of the incinerator. Looks like they used to be some kind of glass ball, just big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps?
Do you know what this is? They say to collect all 7 oh my gosh. Gaze into and it'll show you glimpses of the future. Just like the Mina girl who's all... Okay, so it's from, yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball begin to? Which person it could be? They should all still be in the gym. I better go find out for sure. Okay, let's look at the buttons. A green button and a yellow button. There's no doubt they're related to the big machine. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. And it's on right now. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
Pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave. Okay? Someone turned on the
Was it a
perhaps
fairy?
it was... Oh my god. Hifume, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No, you said the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Oh, yes, about that there can be no mistake. If I got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I hadn't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has the key to open the gate,
Most
it
suspicious.
should have been impossible for this incinerator to be on, and yet, so that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without operating the gate. But how is that possible? The crystal ball, you said it's big enough to fit in the palm of your hand. It is Leon. I mean, with the thing that Sayaka wrote upside down, Leon, the fact that, you know, he could have been lured in by her, whatever. Gosh. It's Leon. It's Leon. I mean, he's the ultimate baseball star, so he could easily have hit the button and turned it in, but I don't know. He must have balled up the shirt he was in when he killed her and thrown it through the gate, and that's why a piece of it fell. Because he couldn't actually get in there. Okay. Jeez. Consider it a yada. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, things said and those glass shards and burnt cloth. What does it all mean, Miss Maggie? Will you be confessing soon? Why me? Everyone already knows
sure
who
of
did
it.
it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. Sounds like he's living out of his comic book fantasies. Okay. Well. Alright. Leave the area? Yes. Wait, hold on. What's the clock say? This might be stupid, but what does the clock say? Yada yada yada. Well, I want to know what the clock says. Boo. Oh well. Yes. Alright, so now we need to go to the kitchen. It's this way, yeah. Because there was a knife. But how would they, how would Leon, as the killer, how would he get the knife if it was closed at night? Yeah, look, knife's missing. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but looks like one of them is missing. Was it missing from the very beginning, or I'd better see if anyone here knows more about it. Well, we saw, what's her name not too far, like she was in here. I mean, she was in the kitchen, yes. The dining room. You. The up. There. Do you know what happened? Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange. An actor suddenly disappearing like that? Oh, so it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope, last I remembered, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well,
I went in to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives is gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Okay, so this had to have happened before, because the dining hall, you're not allowed to go into the dining hall at night. And Sayaka came to us before 10. So Sayaka grabbed the knife, planned to use it to kill someone. Lured them into the room. Then the person who was about to be killed was using the golden sword as a way to... Oh, okay, so they're not... Okay, they used the golden sword to protect themselves as it was still in the sheath. Oh, so they used the sheath of the golden sword to have the... to protect themselves. That's why there's scratch marks on the sheath. And then they hit Sayaka's wrist and it broke, making her drop the knife. And when they did that, the sheath came off. Because, you know, with the down motion of breaking someone's wrist, obviously the sheath would have fallen off. And then they must have grabbed the knife and killed her. That makes sense. And I'm still thinking it's Leon because, like, one, why would anyone else be in that room? I mean, some other men could have, but the fact that one behind her, it said Leon, obviously, and the fact that the crystal ball thing, so yeah. Jeez, I am super smart. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. When you should be able to say, then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come into the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Okay. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Saika? What? Of course not. I would never. Hina, do you really think I murdered her?
I mean,
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, two people becoming good friends, then one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Well, yes. I don't think there's anything. Wait a second. Where is Hero? Ah, they said he was gonna be in he should be in the gym. Still. Okay. Exit. Where's the gym? It should be over here. Alrighty. And I have to go back to watch the recording. Hey, Hero, can I ask you something? Hero, snap out of it. Huh? Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed. What the hell?
The heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was glass. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? What? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled the crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Well, I mean, if he had the crystal ball, why would he give it away if that meant he could control the world? Humans are selfish. So, you know, they're selfish beings, yeah. Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belongs to you. Yes, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot him in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come and snatched it. I do remember him being in the laundry room yesterday. Because I was walking around during free time looking for someone to talk to. And he was in there. You left him in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Shattered crystal ball, da-da-da-da-da. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up for fortune telling for 2 full years. It came out to be like a million? That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. Just too stupid. I can't do that for him. Okay. Chihiro. Hey, Chihiro, I was hoping I could ask you something.
huh?
Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left me a message. She wrote out the numbers 11,037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could they be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even she doesn't know. Or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No, couldn't be. Okay. Yes, leave the gym. We have 1 or 2 more pit stops to make. Because we can also go to the laundry room if the thing doesn't, if the meeting isn't, like, then. Where's the, wait, hold on. Oh, I passed it. We'll see it. Okay. No, the box is still here. There's nothing inside. Oh, everyone took theirs. Okay. I thought they would have put them back. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. The DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. Oh my gosh. Ugh. And sitting on stage in front and center was a face I recognized too well. Sayaka. She was there along with her friends. She was talking about how, like, she was scared of losing her dream and stuff like, maybe, and since this is her motive, something must have happened to them, to the point where she wanted to get out so badly, to the point where she would kill someone. That makes sense. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then, that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of its feet.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful.
But then, suddenly the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins, and what I noticed even more after that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
The lack of Sayaka. Without warning, the video cut off. Well, we have our motive. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Okay, I did not have time to go to the laundry room to check if what Hiro said was true. Let's see something. Alright.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, that's where I have to go. Okay. After this trial, I'm probably gonna stop streaming. You're late, Makoto. We have all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There, we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So, they really are convinced I did this, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then, who is the killer? Leon! It was pretty obvious. The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us? Yes, he's in the band.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well, then.
Let us begin.
Yes,
Good
indeed.
idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I've said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysterious surrounding this case. The mysteries, there we go, surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need anyone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raise my voice to try and give myself courage, I turn trembling with anticipation towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy, clunking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Oh! Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. The architecture in here is pretty. I can say that for sure. We've finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close. It's total shit.
Well, now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now, hurry up. We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easier for anyone to transfer their attention and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so, the current on our first case spoke. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Oh, yes, please say. Please save. Yes. Okay. Set settings. Because I have multiple. Increases your truth bullet rate of fire effective during the non-stop debate, and the bullet time battle final strike costs 3 SP. Okay. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed effectively during the bullet time battle. Plus 3. Okay, that's all I have. Open e-handbook. No. Okay, so victim was Sayaka. Yeah, evidence of a struggle. Replica sword. replica sword sheath, switching rooms, toolkit, Makoto's room's cleanliness, Sayaka's wrist, dying message, bathroom door frame, bathroom door knob, dorm nameplates, kitchen knife set, Awie's account, trash duty, incinerator, burnt shirt piece, shattered crystal ball. Okay. I think we're good here. Actually, wait, hold on. Report card, presence, regulation system. Options. Turning turn the volume down a bit. It's really loud for me. Okay. There we go. Open e-hand. Oh wait, the wrong one. Finish preparations. Choose. Trial. Clash trial. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Okay.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Oh my gosh. Fume, clean your gutters.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that
I
about
think that
does it for the
16th seat is for
preamble.
the,
Get ready to
the
get started.
mastermind.
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin!
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found out, anything I've noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you will have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into your truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim, then fire with your left mouse button. Pay close attention to the character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during the argument, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh shoot, okay, I am not prepared for this. Make your arguments Moments of struggle. First bullet I had.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
You're not
Yeah,
wrong.
we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
No.
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, she did.
No, that's wrong.
There's something special. Break.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide.
I have no idea what her accent is, but I absolutely love it.
The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
That's because it is. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. I already know it was a knife. Kitchen knife set. Okay, so it's yellow. I need to...
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
Yeah.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No.
No, that's wrong.
Great.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
You don't even have to look real close. First glance at it, it looks like a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
Thank you, Kyoko.
You really believe that?
Hiro, you're an idiot. You have no room to talk. She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone is saying. On top of it, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if the gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Right. What are we arguing about? Okay, the knife still. Alrighty.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret.
When nobody was in the... No, that's wrong. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer.
It's actually a really good question.
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Oh, wow.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Thank you.
Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Yes, you did. Thank you for that, by the way.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means, we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Boom! Switched rooms.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because... they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself!
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
Why would she need to take it for self-defense if you already had the golden sword in your room for self-defense? You went to go get the golden sword with her. She knew it was in there. Ah, they're stupid.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna
Hold
die.
on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Ah, the hair! Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please. As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim and press the mouse button to shoot them. Yeah. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you will suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, you run out of time, you fail, and well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. This must be a crucial point. Yeah, hair. If we can just figure out what that something is. It was hair. Hangman's Gambit. I think that'll make this one extremely easy. Oh, they did. Hey! Hair. It's I. Oh! Okay, I get it. Okay, I need an R. Okay, I get it now. Oh, that was...
Now I understand!
I was confused. I was like, what do I do?
That's right! There wasn't a single hair on the floor!
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No, it doesn't, because she's in the bathroom.
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Ifume, don't act like you know what's going on.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Yes.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Getting into the bathroom and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke. Is that a... Oh shoot, that's a timer. Makoto's bathroom is, yes, please, present that.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
You are an idiot.
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Yes. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up, but no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they say, but you also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Back into the frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Nope. No locking.
No, that's wrong. The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door...
I mean, it helps him out in this situation.
That's not lucky at all.
I mean, it does help him out in this situation for clearing his name, so I would say it's kind of lucky in the long run.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The switched nameplates. He was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime they didn't know was the crime took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
No one knew he switched
Then
rooms.
Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
No!
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Hifume, please shut up. The only thing you're good at is writing fanfiction. Please stop.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka lets one in because... Switching rooms, took it, no, that's that. Okay. One,
I got it!
Oh, I think this might be the wrong one.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong name, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil, and these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then, that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Oh shit. Alright, so your nameplates.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
Well, I mean, yes.
So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It It certainly would seem that way.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Oh, yes, it does.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was...
No, that's wrong.
Oh, break.
The nameplates on my and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Yes! How are these guys so stupid?
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
No, it wasn't.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew that we had switched rooms.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
So they could kill someone and blame it on the actual owner of the room.
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death is what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Yes, please. Yes, I am. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like, they're only one of the da-da-da. Okay. It's from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll... Okay. Rotate cylinder to choose which bullets to fire. Okay. I'm gonna use the mouse wheel, most likely. By the way, the logic difficulty is set to kind. Fewer bullets will be loaded into the... if it is. For our purposes, the time is set to mean. Well, wow! Thanks for being mean. Okay, so...
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack!
No.
Wait, that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist!
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
No.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Her palms were perfectly clean.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because the water shuts off at night. The water was
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
So smart.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
Hmm? I'm Not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife would have to be the one without the sword. Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Hell yeah.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out, while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I did, but none of y'all thought that was even relevant. Y'all just still blamed it on me. So, you know...
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
Yep.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it! Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
They're all just like, oh, please don't.
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Yes, there is. The name. Dying message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Nope. Her dying.
No, that's wrong. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
There's no question that Sayaka wrote the message, and I can prove it. Left in
I got it! her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
11,037.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but... Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it. It's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear.
Here's my answer.
Leon Kuwata.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
No.
I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The button-up shirt.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. How it was disposed of, where it was disposed of, I think.
Shoot!
Oh no.
I got it!
Okay.
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There's another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that is exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. How many truth bullets am I gonna get? Shattered crystal ball. Oh yeah, let's go.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
Yes.
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator
In order to destroy the evidence.
Nope.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was...
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
How did someone turn the incinerator on? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It would have to be much... the ultimate base.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed.
I mean, I kind of feel bad for him because he did it in self-defense. Though he could have just left the room after she went into that room. So he didn't have to kill her.
Now here's what happened.
Closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely, please. Every case has at least one element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you will be given a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events from the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you get a hint. That might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Yeah, I don't know things. Alright, so Act 1 was... Hold on. Oh shoot. There we go. Act 1. And then, would have been this one. She must have dropped the... Wait, hold on. Hold on. What? What am I missing? So yeah, obviously this goes here. Well, it shows that she dropped the knife. Okay. She ran in there. They followed her with that. She writes the name. She dies. Act 3 finds this, cleans it up, goes here, grabs the ball, throws it, turns it on, ba 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 ba, throws that, and then...
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch.
I really like this. This is cool. I like how it's like a comic thing.
For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star.
That's so good.
The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Look at his face. Oh,
isn't that right, Leon?
You know, that's actually really good art. Like how they drew Leon's face in that. I did not know he had that many piercings. Dang. I should have counted.
It would appear that Hiro simply
there
forgot
was-
his crystal ball in the laundry room.
8 piercings? I don't know, it looked like 8.
You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
That is evidence.
Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence. Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you have to engage in the head-to-head battle. We'd like to refer to this as bullet time battle. Starting the bullet time battle, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with rhythm. Match your button press with each tempo mark, and as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press on the right mouse button to lock onto an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this into the combo, keep going until you keep tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button, so watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent, and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button and shoot down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Refute their statement fast enough, you come out victorious. But just like before, your influence gauge reaches 0, you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
They used something of their own to remove the screws.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Okay. Oh, I'm scared. The moment of truth.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Where's your proof?
Ah!
This should prove it. The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this,
hold
then...
on.
The screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Sorry about that.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
Oh, dang. Ah, I don't like how his face
So,
moved.
you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Yay, I got an A. Ooh, 78. No idea what that's for. Ooh, cleared a class trial without having to retry a single time. I just got that achievement.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh, this is a great animation already. Oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one who killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawada.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? But I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed. Yo! Hey, Undertale reference. I'm sorry. I had to say that.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step, and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Well, I mean, if I was here, like, if I was actually in that room with them, I would be like, Leon. As soon as she went into that bathroom, you could have just left and went back to your room and locked that door. You technically didn't have to kill her. What you did before breaking that door was all in self-defense. Anything after was not. Anyways, sorry. Everything's becoming clear. The decision we made was right after that. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd better be off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with reality is the truth, then the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, and the video actually had something to do with me, I couldn't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. Why? I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them, and Sayaka, I took whatever I took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know, because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's it. Boy, howdy. The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships?
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness. What did you say?
Phew!
I understand. I really do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
That was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good whooping. Walloping? No. Just barely avoided punishment. You did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back and broke into the bathroom and killed her? Am I wrong?
Do you
You had
understand?
any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. It is not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder.
So,
No,
that's
not... Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka. Do you not understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I didn't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him.
Huh?
Say what? If it weren't for you, this would have never happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. The master.
Unbelievable.
Oh, did he awaken your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that awakens within you? Just shut up. Okay, well then. More importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey,
No more
come
begging.
on
No more
now.
excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Bye-bye, Leon. Ooh, animation. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Get up. Oh, dang. Dude, why is this giving me chills, though? Okay, that must really hurt. Just getting dragged. Oh, no. Oh, are they gonna kill him with... Oh, no! They're gonna kill him with the thing he was forced to participate in. Yep. Everyone has to watch him die? Oh, he's gonna die via bludgeoning. The 1,000... what did it say? Oh gosh, it's going all around. Oh, that looks really painful. Oof. Ah. I love how she's just standing there like she doesn't care. Everyone else is like sweating. Why was Monokuma sweating? Technically, just one baseball to the head could have killed him if it was at a fast enough velocity. It could have just one of them could have just killed him. What we saw was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on?
I can't take it.
I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it. All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
What the heck?
Evil, you make me sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well,
why are you putting an unstanding young citizen like me through such grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to... It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass on the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you want to do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't get free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyone who gets the Blacken's punishment. Who lets the Blacken's punishment. Oh, anyway, let's get to Blacken's punishment. That's what everyone's waiting for after all.
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone and their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I felt like such a fool becoming an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me. You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. And we can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care about what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Moving past their deaths, I could never do that. No, I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like this? Leon, Sarah? What? Sayaka. I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them or choosing the hard road, well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile. She's so pretty, honestly. I mean, she's smart. I like smart women. So, yeah.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic. No!
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Okay, that was actually really sweet! Oh my gosh. Why was that? Oh my god, that was the perfect ending for this. Jeez. The end for chapter 1. Ugh, only 12 students. Ugh. To be continued. I mean, obviously. Oh. You received the despair bat. Yes. Alright. Hold on, let me make sure it's saved. Yes. Okay. Chapter 2, nighttime. Yeah, okay. Alright, everybody. That was episode 4 of Danganronpa. I hope you all enjoyed. And I hope you all enjoyed. I hope y'all have a lovely rest of your day. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye!